ChatGPT now has a body. Fixing bugs just got so easy. And Elon Musk has started another company. All this and more in this month's Tech News. I'm Adam Cogan. Let's get into it. G'day team, Adam Cogan here for this month's SSW Tech News, July 2023. I'm just back from Europe and we've got a great evening ahead of us. First up we will have Matt Goldman, who will be presenting Beyond Passwords, the future and present of authentication. Now I'm not sure if he's going to plug himself, he might, but I just thought I'd let you know that his book on MAUI just got released. He must be a very proud boy. I'm sure he might mention that tonight. Now, the first piece of news will be ChatGPT. And of course, it gets better. I use it continually all day long. I notice that my user experience is slightly different to some of the other guys here. I have it as my icon, and it's on the front screen of my phone, the very front screen. And so I'm using it multiple times every day. Now they have released something called a code interpreter. So if you have a look over here, what is this code interpreter? Well, it's pretty damn cool. You need GPT-4, which I wouldn't personally use GPT-3 because it's not reliable and it's scary when you're not sure if the answer is good. GPT-4 is almost always reliable, and it has this new plugin called a code interpreter. Just came out, and it will do fancy things. So you can upload a file, markdown file, an Excel file, and then ask it a question. We have a survey that we send out to all 100 employees every month, every week. So you can put that Excel file into code interpreter and say, give me a summary. Makes charts, it does some magical stuff. It's really good. Now, you can ask it a question like this. A brick weighs 30% of a brick plus 5 GPUs. There are 100 bricks and 200 GPUs in a metric ton. How much does a brick weigh? So it will give you the answer and tell you that the answer was 7.8. If you want to know how it did it, you could click on this and it'll show you the Python script that it wrote and ran. So damn cool, hey? All right, now, next piece of news, ChatGPT gets a body. So apparently, you will be able to buy this guy, and this thing can, this robot, maybe you have it in your office, and it will walk around and do tasks, automated tasks. So it can wipe down a desk. It can, oh, this is going to be crazy. We don't know how much it's going to cost yet, but it's going to be fun. I think it'd be fun, it'd be cool. Maybe you can get it to walk to the front door and open it up and let somebody in. Or you could, what else could you do? Ask it to make you a coffee. That would be a bit of fun. Just deliver something. Go and pick up something from the printer. I wouldn't mind that one. Oh, look, there it is. It can open a door. So this is going to be, let's hope it's only a couple of grand and then everybody will buy one. All right, so announcing .NET MAUI extension for Visual Studio Code. Now, we are doing a lot more MAUI work now since it's taken over from Xamarin. And we now have an extension. And this extension is going to really accelerate the use of MAUI. So this is very, very good news. The .NET developers here are excited by this. This is great news. So now we have that. So if you're going to be doing mobile development, check out MAUI and check out this extension. It's the best experience. Next piece of news, this Microsoft DevBox. So, we've got things like code spaces and stuff. They work in VS Code. This is a much more complete solution where it will work with Visual Studio, not just VS Code. You could potentially have a very low-powered machine that's not good enough to do real real development work and have it powered by a Microsoft DevBox, which is a cloud solution. So that should be good. That's worth checking out. Next piece of news is this caching improvement to ASP.NET Core. The best improvement you can ever get to your software is caching. Like that will save it from hitting a database, which is a very expensive call. Now, typically, that's built into .NET, but if you wanted to do distributed caching, things get a little bit more hairy, the code gets a bit more messy. Now, Microsoft have given you a bit of a solution. You can have a look through here. They tell you the way to get it going. As an example, if you're using Redis for caching, you can copy this C# file. You'll now have it in your project. You'll come down here, refer to Microsoft extensions.caching.distributed, and then all of a sudden your code is way, way simpler. So this is a very useful improvement for your enterprise solutions if you want it to run real fast and be cached. Next piece of news. Oh my goodness. Azure AD, the thing we know and love and hate sometimes, is being renamed to Microsoft Entra ID. Wow, this is something we have known for more than 30 years. We've grown to, look, Azure AD has been so successful, and on premises we use Active Directory, AD. This took me by a big surprise, and now we're going to spend most of our time, every time someone says Azure AD or AAD, you'll be correcting them to say it's now called Entra ID. Oh, that's going to be painful. All right, now, naming things is never easy. Why have they done this? Well, I can't imagine a lot of people are going to be happy about this. You can see people in the comments, this is a joke, right? Well, we already know what it is. And they're going to rename it, and congratulations on a boneheaded rebranding. Now, there is actually a point to this. This guy kind of sums it up a little bit. He says, look, you've got Active Directory, you've got Azure Active Directory, you've got Azure, you've got AD hosted in Azure, you've got Azure AD Directory Services. All these should be under one brand. So, this guy's happy because you have Entra ID and they have these sub-functionalities. I guess they could have named AD, which they didn't rename, but they could have renamed the Entra ID on premises. But they didn't. They didn't touch that one. This is only affecting cloud services. Anyway, that's something that's important for us to know. Next piece of news. All right, let's talk about this thing. This is released by Google. It is a Chrome extension. It is not a Chromium extension, and it is super cool. So in the past tech news how I've been saying, oh, you got to use Edge, all the Bing Chat AI improvements. Well, all right, changing my mind. You have to now use Chrome because you want this cool extension. Reproducing a bug is painful. Sometimes as a developer, if you want to avoid some work, you can ask them to repro the problem, and it's hard for them to document it. Now, if you ask them to repro the problem, it's going to be easy. They just have this extension, they record it, and it's boom, it's a great automated test kind of. Now, there's a little bit of a run through here. This page is a bit better. This is the extension, the actual extension on Developer Chrome, and it's brand new. So let's have a look at how you use this thing, because it's got a little bit of info here. So say you've got this coffee ordering page, and let's have a look at this. I might just full screen it and play it. So let's have a look. Let's play. All right, good. So he clicks on this. What's he doing? He's got 2 in the cart. He's going to delete one, delete. Now he's got 1 in the cart, $19. He logs in, and what's going to happen now? he clicks that button, he comes here, and now there's 0 in the cart. So maybe he's complaining, I'm not sure, but maybe he's complaining that he lost his item in the cart when he logged in or something. But you get this nice description here of what you just did. And here is the process of using it. On the right-hand screen here, you'd start a new recording, give it a name, come down here. Every time you're doing something on the left-hand side on the web page, it's recording every step. And you do more steps, and then you'll eventually press end recording. So that's very cool. You got a nice recorded process there. And then to replay it, let's press replay. Watch this. Let me just go full screen. Look how fast. So you just press replay, boom. Okay. Now, and then you could give that to developer. You could potentially even use it for something else. Let's just say you log into the, say the Qantas website to book a flight, and you go through and you select a whole lot of different things. You give your preferences, or you say, I want a script for picking the Melbourne flight. You could just double click on this and it just does all that and gets you to the point where you want to review it and pay or something like that. There's lots of uses for this. This is super cool. I really like it. All right, next piece of news, JetBrains. Now, JetBrains are a tool that I'm seeing more and more with our developers. In fact, one of our offices, apparently 50% of the developers are now using JetBrains with Visual Studio at the same time. Because, you know, Visual Studio has a few bugs, JetBrains has a few bugs. You know, they're using it in different cases. So if you come in here, the product that a lot of people love is called Rider, okay? Especially on huge projects, that's quite good. Now, what it doesn't have is Copilot. Well, there's an update to that. Now it does have Copilot. It's called AI Assistant. So looking down here, you'll see that you can basically ask it some questions. It'll give you some code. You can put the code in. It's pretty cool. And that is something that's worth checking out. It's good to see, you know, pushing Microsoft at the same time as well. All right, last piece of news, a bit of fun. xAI, all right, this is Elon Musk's new company. Remember when Elon Musk was telling everyone that we should pause AI for 6 months? A lot of people were a fan of that as well. Well, surprising, he's got his own company doing the same thing, and it looks, well, we don't exactly know what it's doing yet, but he's doing something cool, and well, we'll see. But it does have overtones of OpenAI, which he was also part of, but now obviously he is pushing this thing. Okay, I wonder if he would have been pushing this thing if we had a paused AI. And that's it for the July Tech News. We've got lots of videos here, the past news, lots of cool videos, other rules. You can see a whole bunch of them. Thank you for all the subscribers we have. We've got 37,000, pretty impressed by that. And I will see you in the next one. This is Adam Cogan signing off for SSW TV.